begins at noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific on ESPN Plus, Disney Plus, and the ESPN app. It's Masters Week. Let's go. To the NBA now. Right now on ESPN.com, Shams Charania did a deep dive into the friction between Giannis and the Bucks. He notes that Giannis desired to be traded this season. That ultimately did not happen. There are kind of levels to this. Jay Will's back here with us, as is Monica McNutt.
Hey, y'all.
At 31 years old, there's been some recent injury history, obviously, with Giannis. And now we know how this is all going down in Milwaukee. What is Giannis worth right now on the trade market? What do you think, Mon?
This is a challenging question because I think we all would look at this productivity during the course of the regular season when he's healthy and still acknowledge how much of a force he is in today's NBA. The thing that hangs me up is just his injury history at this point. And you look, he's played 8 games in the last 2 years as far as postseason opportunity. And you don't make a trade for a guy like Giannis just to be good during the course of the regular season. I think it's fair to question the availability when it comes to the postseason. I think it's fair to question the injury history and the types of injuries that he's dealt with compared to how he plays basketball. He's an explosive guy. He's a big guy. Lower extremity injuries are not something that he's going to be able to navigate well when you think of some of the guys that play with a slower pace, a more deliberate pace. All right, so to answer the question, ultimately, I would not be giving up my future in terms of trying to get Giannis Antetokounmpo. Now, on the flip side of that, Milwaukee obviously should be pointing to everything that he's accomplished over the body of his career, and in particular his regular season numbers. So this, to me, is going to be a really interesting separation potentially over the summer because I would not leverage my future. If I didn't have a team that I felt like was in a position to win now, but maybe missing a piece, and you can make the trade work in terms of what would be involved, like that's the type of team. To me, he is not worth the future of an organization right now.
Worth building around,
no,
so to speak.
I would not put him as my centerpiece.
Jay Will, what do you think?
Is that team the Knicks, Monica?
I knew this was going to happen. Did I say that? I mean, I understand where you're coming from.
You said missing a piece. You said missing a piece.
But here's the other part, though. If you were to honestly look at this from the Knicks lens, the future. I don't know that I like that in New York. They are in the window now to win, but when I think of the future, I just don't. I think it's going to cost too much here in New York.
Can I go before you go? Can I go before you go? Because I see the look on your face. We have the same look. So I'm just going to say this. So Monica, we've been on a lot of shows for the last several years, and I said 2 years ago, a couple years ago, I was like, hey y'all, I'm not sure this whole Giannis Milwaukee thing is going to work out. I'm not sure about it, and I caught a lot of flack for it, right? And because I had a feeling that Giannis, I felt like that marriage was already dwindling. It was already going in the wrong direction. And then they got Dame, right? It's like, how do you not give it one more shot with Dame? How do you not give it one more shot? Then Dame obviously gets hurt. And then he spread his contract over a long, lengthy period of time, right? And then they try to make another push, and then they just fall flat on their face. I'm like, oh, that relationship is over. That relationship is over. So I get what the injury history is, but Giannis is never going to come out on national TV and say to the world, get me out of here. He's never going to do that. He's seen other people do that, and that's not who he is, right? But we all know Giannis don't want to be there. We actually know where Giannis wants to be. Giannis wants to be in New York. He wants to be a Knick. And I do think that if the opportunity does arrive for him to be a Knick, he will bring that pain. He will bring that glory. I don't think this dude wants to play through injuries. He'll play through injuries. He's played through injuries before. The guy won a championship barely on one leg. He ain't worried about that. He'll sacrifice himself for that to win a championship. And what do we talk about the Knicks? Like, obviously, Boston's playing well. We'll talk about Detroit, some of these other teams. But if the Knicks don't get it this year, how do you not go and get a dude that you know will be the Statue of Liberty for your city and will run through a wall each and every day and will play the way New York Knicks basketball should be played?
But what are you going to give up, Jay? Are you going to mortgage the future then for Giannis, or what are you going to do?
I'll give up a part of my future. Oh yeah, I'll give up a part of it. Yes.
Well, first of all,
a significant part.
There's a couple of things as I venture towards the land of unpopularity. It's not like the New York Knicks haven't given up a whole bunch of stuff before.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go. It's not like they haven't given up a whole bunch of stuff before. Understand, Monica McNutt, and Alphys Fly, by the way.
Thank you.
All right? Understand. If there is one team, Shay, Jay, Eminem, that is in no position to fret over what we got to give up, it's the New York Knicks. You've lost all credibility in that department. You gave up 6 first-round picks for Mikal Bridges. Now, I know that's got Josh Hart clapping at me. You understand what I'm saying? And that's fine, because we can laugh about that because I love the guy. You know what I'm saying? It's all fun for me, you know, talking basketball, but I love him. He's a great guy, and he's a great addition to the New York Knicks, and I appreciate what he's done for the franchise. And I love me from Jalen Brunson, because when he gets on me like none other. He just looks at me and says, I'm not going to even say nothing. And he walks away. It just gets on me like that. I love Jay. And, you know, and I don't know if you noticed, his dad, Rick Brunson, and I go back nearly 40 years. I mean, I covered Rick Brunson at Temple. That's how far back we go. You understand? So ain't nothing but love for them. And his son is a sensational player. We are appreciative of having him with the New York Knicks. But I don't want to hear a damn word about we don't want to give up something for Giannis. Let me tell y'all this number right here. Giannis is having a bad year. Missed half the season. He's been injured. He's having a bad year, Shay. You know what that bad year is? 27-9 on 64% shooting from the field. That's a bad year. We're talking about Giannis. Let me tell you who you give up for Giannis. Everybody but Jalen Brunson. I don't give a damn if it's the dance team, the cheerleaders, the concession workers. I love them brothers at the Garden. All them brothers and sisters in security, they always look out for me. I ain't got nothing but love for them. They know that. Those people at the Garden know how I feel. I love these people.
But you're going to trade them.
I'll trade them.
100%.
I'd have to trade them. If you're telling me I'm going to get Giannis, I got to trade some of y'all too. They know this is the position we have been put in. You understand? Giannis, and here's the thing, Eminem, and this is where my disappointment, because it's really that.
Come on, go ahead. Don't butter me up. Say what you got to say.
Go ahead. Don't tell me how to do me. Don't tell me how to do me.
Here we go.
Do I tell you how to do you? Do I tell you how to do you?
Sometimes you be like, don't start like that.
You're right. But here's the thing, Eminem. You're sitting up there, right? You do an excellent job covering these Knicks. That means you cover the teams that they go against. You've seen Boston, where they going. You've seen Detroit, where they going. You've seen Cleveland, where they going. You've seen Atlanta coming up the rear. You're lucky you didn't lose last night. You've seen Orlando coming up the rear. What the Knicks gonna do? You can't stand pat. If you can't get to the finals this year, think about it. Same team as last year. Same team as last year. Guts, grind, grit, all of that. We ain't seeing that right now. That's Mike Brown. Now, Mike Brown got to fix that. We expected some sacrifice on that level because Tom Thibodeau is Tom Thibodeau. On the defensive side of the ball, the man's a genius. But that was supposed to be Mike Brown on the offensive side of the ball. And so what we got to see is we got to see a Knicks team that answers the call and at least matches where they were last year. And if you don't do that and there's a precipitous drop-off, dare I say you get bounced out in the second round, the first round, God forbid that happens, okay? If something like this happens, all bets are off. I flow with Jay Williams, you give up every damn thing. I'm not saying the future picks. Lord knows we've given up enough picks, all right? We got to get a third team up in there. But player-wise, listen, other than Brunson, everybody is available. What do you want? Do you want me to pay their salaries too? Do you want me to throw in a massage, a pedicure, a masseuse? What do you need? Whatever it is, because this is Giannis. We got to stop acting at 31 years of age, turning 32 in December. We got to stop acting like this is some ordinary dude. The brother is 6'11" and will dunk on your parents if you let him. This is what he does. You understand? This man is who he is.
Okay.
And got about 7, 8 years left in him, by the way.
Okay. All right. Now, so let's zoom out though, and taking the orange and blue out of the equation.
Okay.
If the Lakers make a play for Giannis,
okay,
right? Like, I know Jay pointed out he wants to be in New York, supposedly, whatever.
Yeah.
But if Are you shaking your head, Jay? No,
No, he
to
doesn't.
LA.
He wants to be in New York.
But I'm just saying, if Giannis
wanna be
to
in
your
LA.
point of all that he
I
is,
was told he doesn't want to be in LA. Jay was told the same thing. We were all told he don't want to be in LA.
All right, so let's play this game.
Wait,
Would you
wait.
say Knicks or the field, okay? Because it sounds like he's going to be out of Milwaukee. This is the worst relationship ever. They need to break up already.
very toxic.
I'm gonna tell you.
Very
You're
toxic.
frustrated, but here's the
Knicks or the field? Where's he going?
Here's where your frustration should really come in.
What?
See, the story is what's frustrating you.
Correct, I'm over it.
Well, you can't get over it, Orange. Can't get over it, Orange.
Orange.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
I
don't
love
do
the-
that.
You look
I'm
good,
coming
friend.
at you
I love
for
the
purple
orange.
and
I
pink.
love the orange.
Don't you dare.
You look good,
I love
friend.
the orange. I'm not complaining about it. I'm just
You look
saying,
great.
I'm just saying you're Agent Orange. That's what we gonna call you for the rest of the day, Agent Orange. Here's the deal, yo. Here's the deal. If you're going to do this, Shay, if you're gonna do this,
Yeah.
right, here's where your frustration should lie. It's not about the story. It's about the fact that Giannis refuses to come out publicly.
That part,
and
I
say,
agree.
I want out.
Yeah.
I want to go to New York. See, he won't do what everybody knows he's feeling. That's the problem. It's not the story. It's that we're speculating too much because he won't publicly acknowledge what he has acknowledged privately.
Why does he have to acknowledge it publicly? We all know he wants out.
No. It's important because if
think it's
Giannis,
important,
listen,
too.
just imagine that you coming in here first take. Imagine Eminem and sit right next to you, right? And shake, because that's what she does. That's what she does. That's our thing. That's what we do, right? Right? And Jay is right there, right? Imagine if we came in here. Imagine if we're on the air right now and breaking news comes down the pike. Giannis on camera, get me the hell out of here. I want out. Oh, that changes everything. That changes everything. Now, all of a sudden, you got people like me going like this. Man, I'm calling Wes. Yo, man, where we need to meet. Leon, bro, where we need to meet. You got to do this. You got to do. See, we can't say that right now because Giannis is dancing around the issue publicly. But if he were to say it publicly, it changes everything because now it puts Milwaukee on the hot seat. You got to find a way to get something done. The brother telling you he don't want to be with you no more. Hey, you should, of all people, should appreciate that shit because you don't play. Somebody sit up there in your face and tell you they don't want you around. You like, what?
100%.
You lose your mind. Exactly.
But
That's what they got to do.
That's not his character. So, enough already. Trade him. And it sounds like that's probably going to happen. And if it doesn't go to the Knicks, where's he going? We'll talk about this later, though. After the break here on First Take, Jay Will is going to tell us how high the bar should be in Chapel Hill in Michael Malone's first season leading the Tar Heels. Plus, with Wemby's status now, major question mark moving forward. Should the Spurs